Listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. We've got some news for you coming right up. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Troubling news from Prem as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight.
Hello? Zhao Zhang Ho. Zhonghua. Bing Chiling. Chinese cats here. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I have been converted. Okay, I'll let you go. Ugh. How are we? Be free. Wee. It is the man. Ah, yes. Communism. Okay, too warm for this. If we were still in the depths of winter, maybe. How is everybody? I am back. We have Kat. The webcam just cuts her off there, but she is Bing chilling at the moment. Scottish man wearing a Russian. It was Chinese, actually. If you didn't get the the whole theme of what we were doing at the start there. Behold. I don't know why I have this, honestly. I just found it in the attic this morning when I was getting some power tools down. That place is a den of random junk. Righto. How is everybody? Can't believe the man won't stream the hit Wii title Mad World 2009, the first title of his favourite developer, John Platinum Games. Oh dear. External hard drive falling off, that's always a good start. Okay. Hopefully the game will... Don't know why I've got to save it 10... Well, we just begin the stream with a casual little murder of Alistair Tenpenny. This is not where we last were, but... How is everybody? Hi. I'll show. Morning, Stephen. Nice to see you again. I'll go back to the start. Hey, Neil. Oda is here. Yeah, Fifi. That's the cat's name. I didn't name. I didn't choose it. What's the name of my character? That is a good question. I think it's John Neeson. Obviously. Given who our dad is.
Fancy that! A visitor! Oh.
Fancy that! A stream! I seldom get streams. Alright. Back on track. It has been... It's not been that long, only a couple of months. I'm good, cooking food. Jolly good. What did you miss? What did you miss? What did you miss? Like, in this entire playthrough, or... the start of stream? Nothing. We've just started. You missed the cat. That was all. You murdered that poor old racist. Yeah. Right. So I think what we were doing was we had been hired by... Whoa! Whoa!
Aw, aren't you cute?
Well, people are just yelling. This is the standard Freeside life. We'd been hired by the Silver Rush, so the, what are they called? The Van Graffs. To track down a competitor. Somebody, as if I don't know, by the name of Rose of Sharon Cassidy, who operates a competing caravan company. They want us to track her down and convince her to hand over the contract so that they can take over the business. Or something to that effect, if I remember right. Visit Alice McLafferty. Of course, in terms of main quest, I don't remember where we are at all, actually. We got shot in the head, and we have no clue yet as to who did it. Or why. But we're already out. I think... Oh dear. The stream has stopped. I hope that was... Is the stream still running okay? I'm not sure it is, actually. I'm getting a lot of, stutter. No, you seem fine. You seem fine. God, it's going to... Forgive me, it is going to take a while to get back into the rhythm of things. Both the game itself and streaming. I didn't stream last week. I have been back for about 8 or 9 days now. But I had a really bad cold. Horrible throat. Still not fully cleared. But it'll do. We'll survive. I have birthed my second spawn, so my time has been great. Yeah, you have. Not that I haven't said this to you already in private chat, but, you know, congratulations and all that. Everybody, wish Oda the best. Is audio cutting out for anyone else? Please tell me if it's cutting out for anybody else. Game audio or my audio or both? Well, I trust Lily. She's the resident audio complainer. And I appreciate you for it. We need somebody to be picky about the audio, otherwise we'll play all stream and no one will tell me. The game stutter is kind of unavoidable. We're just getting to the point in all Bethesda games where your save file is becoming too big. The Wind's Hideout. Hello?
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away. What are you doing here, stranger? You looking to start some trouble?
Who are you? With your bright yellow hair?
Me? I'm Sammy, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal duo. You better not mess with us or you'll end up face down in a shallow grave.
Do you see the power armor? And the flamethrower? And the and the flying robot, and the gunslinger ghoul, and the combat armor, combat shotgun ghoul, and Clover. Nobody ever learns in this game, do they? Good on my end. Congrats on the kid, yeah. You sound pretty tough. I wonder why I've never heard of you. You're a pussy.
Simple. Up until now, we committed our crimes stealthily, leaving no evidence behind, so we never built a rep. But that's gonna change with our next score. You just wait and see.
What's your plan?
You'll have to ask Pauline about that. She's the brains of our operation. I'm the muscle.
Hey there.
Okay. There you are.
You best not try any funny business, stranger. One word from me, and Vance will plant you in the ground.
Best not try any funny business. Cat. Nah, it's fine. You can...
I'm Pauline, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal couple. You'd best not mess with us, or you'll have a bullet hole where your eye used to be.
What?
We ain't never heard of you either, so the not being impressed is mutual. Come a week or so, though, and everyone will have heard of Sammy and Pauline. Just you wait. Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our
Oh, I know them.
big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the Wasteland.
The Vicky and Vance Casino. I've been there. So the gun they have is like a rusty 9mm pistol. These dorks think they're Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, that is the reference. The Vicky and Vance Casino in this game, and the Vicky and Vance it's named for, is just the Fallout universe's Bonnie and Clyde. That is the greatest plan I have ever heard in my life. You should do it right now.
Really? You think so? We've only got the one gun and there's two of us. And we've never done anything like this before. We've never been on the strip either, so we don't know how many guards the casinos have. And I kept having these nightmares. What are we thinking? we're gonna get ourselves killed. Look, tell Sammy to give you the gun, all right? Just take it. I don't want it around tempting us to do something stupid.
Oh, I wanted to see them run in and get killed. Alright, I guess the high speech check is how you get the gun. If you tell them their plan is stupid, they probably just go like, no, it's not, I'll show you, and then they run in. Alright, I did it wrong, I did it wrong. And by doing it wrong, I did it right.
This better be
And
good
get a
for you.
reward. But I'm not in it for the reward.
Really? Oh, thank God. I love that woman, but I swear this time she was gonna get us killed. The gun's in the safe. The combination's 5, 23.
Okay. Alright, who wants this shitty gun? Vance's 9mm. Who can even use this? Raoul?
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
Always. Do I even have any decent amount of ammo for it? 9mm. Hey, there we go. You got 731 rounds. Don't spend it all in one place. Okay. So what's going on? When am I going to invest in a new headset? Never. Not until this is falling apart more than it already is. If it works, why, we're living in a resource-scarce world. We gotta
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
be careful with these things. It's strange you come back for stream today, because I was finishing up the first Tomb Raider remastered and thought of Steven's stream when I was accidentally sent Lara to her death, and then you return. How was it? How did you actually enjoy the... Was this your first time playing? Obviously, Tomb Raider 1. I assume you started with the first one. Oh, only finished the first game so far, which I like. I know like the back of my hand. The expansions are brand new to me. The expansions? I have only played 2 and 3 once, but yeah, enjoying it a lot, actually. I'm sorry, expansions? Have they added new content to the original? Or is it just like, here and there, they've changed a couple of things? Like very minor changes, or what? Alright, the game freezing this regularly is getting a little bit annoying, but... Again, there's really nothing I can do about it other than start a new game. Where was I going? Sorry, I've just started wandering while talking to chat. This is kind of just what happens. The PC version had DLC. Oh, like the original Tomb Raider PC version had DLC, and they've incorporated that in this re-release? That's complete news to me, but I'll believe it. Meow. She is very noisy. Time for Angel of Darkness. Like, I do think I would have... I could have kept playing Tomb Raider 1, but just not on stream. It just wasn't a stream game for me. Thorn. Just like my chat. Thorn in my side. Yeah. Zup. What's all this then?
I'd remember if I had seen you here before. I'm sure of it. What do you want?
What do you want? I'm a busy man. What is this place?
The clamor of our bloodthirsty crowds reaches every corner of the wasteland. But I'll pretend that your ignorance doesn't offend me, stranger. This is the Thorn. Here's where the strong make a name for themselves, and the weak are fed to the jaws of hell. You can bet on the contenders. Or, if you have what it takes, be one of the contenders. Be warned.
Tell me more?
What?
I want to participate.
The rules are simple. My creatures fight for our pleasure. You can bet on a contender and earn double if you choose, but you can get a bigger share if you risk
Ooh.
your skin in the thorn.
Money.
Win a fight, and I'll give you a meaty cut of the earnings. I won't tolerate anyone that interferes with the fights.
A meaty cut.
Send me, and your blood will be the next to spill.
A
Other
meaty
than
cut
that,
of the
anything
earnings.
goes.
I want to fight.
And I won't stop you, stranger.
You can't
What's the name
stop
of your
me.
death wish?
What can I fight? Fight you in a second. Consume. I'll fight giant rad scorpions.
Giant rad scorpions make deadly opponents.
By Azura, it's the grand champion. Oh, not again. We just did that last time in our Oblivion streams, didn't we? That face does not suit the voice or personality. This is just the same face that every white woman has in this game. 3 of them. Let's go.
The crowd loves your bravery. Get to your cage and ready your arm.
Come on, we can take him. What are you doing? Oh, she's in a cardboard box. That's fine. It sounded more destructive than it was. Ah, we got this. Uh-oh. What? Who's... Oh, our ED is shooting into the... Okay. I think that's against the rules. Nice. 3 XP. Steven! I fell asleep watching Dune and woke just in time to catch your stream. Oh, well. That's a you problem then. Skill issue. Speaking of which, is it too early to like start actual topics of conversation on the stream? It's too early. But I watched Dune 2. Anyone else? Looking good, brother. Your time in China must have done you. My time in China, coupled with the mountains of drugs my wife makes me eat. So many drugs. Ooh, death claws. What was that sound? Do you have an intruder in your I do have an intruder in my Scottish house. We've been infiltrated by a Chinese agent. Her name is Bing Chilling. And she likes chicken. Right. How the fuck do I get out of here? You missed the intro to Hans.
Well done, stranger.
120 caps. Let's add it to the pile of... Actually, not that many caps. I thought we would have way more. No, I think we spent all of our money on every single Jedi is now an enemy of the Republic... Of the implants, right? Didn't we? I can't remember if it's actually... Oh, here we go. Endurance implant... Intelligence spot, no, it's bobblehead. Luck implant. Perception. No sign of that. Strength implant. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have all of them, but we do have a lot. Subdermal armor. That's the expensive one. Increases your damage threshold by 4. That's actually very good. China's been dead since 2016 to Hans. I don't think Steven has been in her. You don't know. God. To be fair, it was her fault for running into the enemy. I blew up a villager. It's fine. We just won't come back here for a while. Oh dear. Mean son of a bitch is going to kill me. Don't worry about it. I have no idea what's going on in game. Either do we. We're trying to figure it out. We found the thorn. We killed some scorpions. Me and chat. You and I. I also got the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection and really enjoyed it. A bit sad that the only games I enjoy are dogs are 30 years old by this point. I bought my first new game in about a year and a half on the Steam sale. I got who is... There's just enemies everywhere. Crazy. I got 40k Rogue Trader, which I had on my list for a while. Still no Baldur's Gate. It's not cheap enough yet for me. Alright, apparently all of the fiends are coming after me at once. Every single fiend. I don't know what I did to piss them off, but... Yikes. I have no idea where my companions are. Are you gonna rejoin me soon? Who knows? I find it funny how you can leave for half a year and still have Streamlab issues. I hope there's no Streamlab issues. I think it's just the game. But I mean, Streamlab always has issues, so just give it time. Your companions went to China. Fair. Fate of China after the war unknown. China may be fictional. Quote to Moira Brown. I think you're going to love Baldur's Gate, Stephen. I think I am too, when I get it. Which I don't. Because it costs money. And I've spent way too much money on wedding photos and flying a cat back across half the world. Hell. Nobody's asked how that went. Painful. 14 hours on a plane. Have you played a game called Helldivers 2? Neil! We don't play new games. We just said this. I bought my first new game in a year and a half, and it was Rogue Trader. I really want to play Helldivers 2 though, because it looks like a fucking blast. And to be honest, just to flex a little bit of that I was there before it was cool kind of thing, I played the original, and I wanted to play the sequel before it blew up on social media. I just want to play it even more now. Sam has proven his cat exists. Can you? I've proven it to everybody else in chat, just not you. This is your punishment for being late. Come on. Yep. There's somebody up there. Whoop. I thought that was a bit of a fiend. There you are. Well, he's gone to China. Your bones. That's sound effects. The Fiend Space Program. It's good to know. It's good to know that DD's drug-infused space program is alive and well in the 23rd century. The Fiends all high off their nut on Jet and Psycho. They should totally team up with the ghouls. The Bright Brotherhood ghouls, and they'll fly into space. All I know about that Helldivers 2 is that everyone is talking about Starship Troopers again, which is fine by me because I adore that film. It was fine by me for people making the comparison because it's, you know, obvious, until it just became everything on my Twitter feed, and I had to mute the term Starship Troopers because I was really, really, really sick of seeing a bunch of right-wingers talking about how Starship Troopers is unironically good and that's how society should be, and also it's not fascism, but also fascism is good and we should do it. But yeah, just a whole bunch of contradicting opinions that didn't really make any sense, but hey-ho, when do they ever? Just had to fucking mute it. On every plane except physical, the Fiends are in space. True. Actually, I don't want to be going down there right now. That comes later. I suppose I want to figure out where the hell my companions are. They might be dead. Actually, I know exactly what happened. Fuck. But also I'm wanted. I'm a wanted man. Shit. Right, I'm gonna save. When I fought in the arena, it automatically made my companions wait. And I have to manually tell them to follow me again. Unless I could do it through this modded system. Hold on. How the hell does this work again? Can I select all? No. Okay. No. Follow. Follow. Maybe not. Maybe I have to actually be physically... Start conversation? No. Long-range conversation. Communications disruption can mean only one thing. We're boned. Alright, let's... We're going to get attacked by everybody. Or not? Have they forgiven me? Oh god, somebody hasn't. Let's just... The thorn is closed.
Come on.
Shit! Yep. Okay, yep. That's fine. That's fine. We'll have to come back another time. We're gonna be Zuko aloning for a while. Sorry, I know I've missed a lot of comments, actually. Let me just scroll back up before I carry on reading. Tomb Raider, only thing I don't like in this remaster is that they've added ambient music to the levels, so there's no more eerie silence. You know what? I don't like that either. A big thing about those original Tomb Raiders was that they were, like, strangely creepy, and the silence was part of it. The silence and the graphics. Yeah, don't know if I like that. Beep. So I'm just reading everything. I watched it, June 2. I'm happy that the two movies actually do pretty good at doing the first book justice. I thought so. Obviously there were changes. But, mostly I can understand why. I feel like one of the biggest changes they did was, with... Sorry, I forget what Paul's sister's called. Whatever. Little creepy baby girl. I'm just gonna call her that. The haunted toddler. I'm surprised... one of the biggest changes was not having the haunted toddler be the one to have the finishing blow, we'll say, just to keep it kind of spoiler-light. But that makes perfect sense for an adaptation, right? Because even in the book, it was a little bit weird after, you know, all this time, all of the in-story years that pass, and then, you know, it was a little anticlimactic in a way, but it makes more sense for the film-going audience to have it be Paul. I suppose the only thing I didn't really like, which I was a little iffy on at the time, and I've definitely I've heard people talking about it. Shani at the end, kind of like running off and I don't know, running off to do her own thing. And it just the whole way they had Shani be like the enlightened one Fremen who could see through all the propaganda and everything else, which doesn't really make sense. Like, why would, if an entire culture has been steeped for centuries in this prophecy, why do a bunch of, like, Zoomer young kids be like, no, we're hip and trendy, and we see through all the bollocks, we know it's... Yeah, they said it exactly like that. We see through the bollocks. They're just using it to control you, man. But no, besides that, very good. Liked it a lot. I've been getting disenfranchised with gaming in general, really. I used to really advocate that they were art, but the majority of the gaming culture tells me otherwise. I mean, art is art. Games are art, but art could be commoditized in horrible ways. I mean, you could put the friggin' Mona Lisa in a place that requires like a subscription fee to go and see, but it doesn't change the fact that the work itself is still art. As always, it's the money people that ruin everything. I got no gripe with developers. The people who actually make the games. Even if they're shitey games, you know? Was the Gollum video game art? In a manner of speaking. It was some kind of, it was trying to say something about the state of the industry, I think. It depends how you interpret it. Ah, okay, I've just remembered what we're actually meant to be doing. Yeah, we'll just fast travel. Rather than continue walking around the entire city. Wi-Fi problems are shitty today. Oh, sorry to hear that, Datura. Saying that, Mario Wonder was joyous, so there's that. Also, I still got the Like a Dragon's... Oh yeah, sure, Yakuza. Fair enough. Oh, how about that Elden Ring DLC trailer, huh? Huh? Yes, it looks very Elden Ring. It looks the Elden Ringiest. I was actually back on Elden Ring, yesterday and the day before. Basically just got back from China and then hopped right back into my unfinished Frenzied Flame playthrough. Before I left for China, I was fighting Malenia for the first time solo. In the past, I've either used a Mimic tier or been playing co-op with Sam. So this was my first time doing it. No summons, solo. It was a horrible, horrible time before I went to China. But I came back, and within about 5 attempts or so, I lucked out. I just lucked out. She didn't do the waterfowl dance. That's all it was. And I killed her in about 6 uses of the Eleonora's polearm twin blade special attack. Bleed. Bleed, 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 bleed. And then I realised that I hadn't killed Malekith yet, and I spent another 3 days banging my head against that. I do actually, tell you what, I might even, I could even do it now. I actually uploaded my successful run against Malekith on this channel, Vault. But I kept it private. I just uploaded it for Sam, really. But you can see, if you want, it was jammy.
McLafferty's a hard boss, but she knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
She's right there. Alright, let's talk to her. So we're here to ask her about
Welcome
Cassidy.
to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you?
I'm looking for Cass of Cassidy Caravans. The Van Graffs told me to check in with you.
Coincidentally, I'm also looking for her. I've got a business offer she'd be interested in. I believe Cass frequents the Mojave Outpost, far south of here, near the California border.
Alrighty.
It's been a pleasure.
McLafferty's been riding asses again.
We'll give it maybe 2 in-game days. But wait, how long? Does anybody remember? How long does it take for NPCs to stop aggroing you? Unless I am just screwed. I don't know if West Side. Nah, they're not a real faction. It's fine. Righty, we'll probably go Prim. Yeah, I got a home in Prim. We can go there. And we'll walk the rest of the way. Let's go check the house.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Aaliyah Atreides. There we go. Thank you. Sorry, I'm still catching up on chat. Some people adore Starship Troopers because it creates the illusion that fascism can create a functional society. I guess it can in a way, but I suppose that fascism will lead to a happy future. Or, huh? But I suppose that what? Okay. I think people are very, very dumb when it comes to that argument with Starship Troopers. It's like, hey, look how clean the streets are. There's no crime. It's a good future, but like obviously everything we see of the Federation is through like propaganda videos. So obviously it's all going to be clean. And then it also like every now and again when the movie cuts away from like the actual war to like the news stories, and it's like man charged with crime is executed on the same day without without getting a free or fair trial. This kind of stuff. But of course all that gets glossed over because clean streets. Clean streets. Anyway. I hate talking about it. It gets so fucking annoying. I like the movie, I do, but the way people just discuss it just drives me fucking up the wall. That's the heart of the black satire of Starship Troopers. They've embraced fascism, but all they're good for is going to war with giant insects. What, are you saying I've got to empathize with bugs? But bugs are ugly! That's not the point. That's not the point. Orange tint, but then I realized what game you were playing. Well, to be fair, it probably does have a bit of an orange tint. Oh, maybe? Whatever. Nah, I like the way it was. The Haunted Toddler sounds like a bad horror movie that you'd find in some sketchy Backroads video store. Sure. Now I have food. Also, has anyone else noticed that they've updated YouTube chat? Now it works in cinematic mode. I've no idea what cinematic mode is, so... Hello, what have we here?
Morning.
Morning.
Controlling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
He said the line!
Glad you're with us.
I am with you. Let's travel together, shall we?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
I think this is our first time meeting one of the box art men. It's John New Vegas! Are they gonna...
Morning.
Are they going to shoot the criminals? The bad men?
We won't go quiet.
We got... It's the Jackals! Jackal gang, and there was a powder ganger, but they're dead. You guys gonna shoot them? I want to watch you in action. Supposedly you're the best of the NCR. Oh, I'm sorry. They had to wait for the paperwork to go through. They had to get approval from the Senate before they could. He's fucking dead. Oh my god, this freezing is getting fucking old.
Well, that's the end of that.
That's the end of that. Did you know that the Jackals were going to be in Fallout 1, along with the Khans and the Viper gangs? They were the three raider tribes, which descended from the residents of Vault 15. Vault 15 also being where Shady Sands, and thus the NCR itself, came from. So in a manner of speaking, the Jackals and the NCR are distant cousins of each other. Also, the Jackals are cannibals, so they deserve no sympathy. Kill them all. You expect me to sympathize with cannibals? I hope they do a whole series. I highly doubt it, though. Whole series of what? Sorry, again, very old comment. Dune? Maybe? I don't know. Assuming we are talking about Dune, do you think they'll show us Paul's son who becomes some Emperor Worm in a God Emperor of Dune? I hope so. If they're going to keep this series going, which it looks like they are, at least into Dune Messiah, which I have not read. I've not read any of the books past the first one. They should keep going till they get to the really weird shit. I see some... Right, I'm gonna have to see if there's something I can do to fix this, because I'm not gonna continue this stream. Not this stream, but like future episodes week to week of this game with the amount of game there is still left to play. If we're gonna be having this much stuttering. It might be that Bethesda's shitty system, shitty engine, will just kill our Tale of Two Wastelands playthrough before we can finish it. Which I don't want, but we'll see. Movies are art, but people still make soulless shite movies. True. I feel like for the most part we're kind of past the are video games art debate. I feel this was very much a product of the 2000s, maybe 2010s. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. Maybe it's just the people I surround myself with. It just seems like a silly, even thing to dispute to me. Art is art. Video games are a medium. It just makes no sense if you're going to be like, well, like painted images and photography and 2D images like that are art. 3D sculptures are art. Literature is art. Film is art. Television is art. Theater is art. Comic books are art, but video games, no, that's just entertainment. Don't know. Just doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
Gollum video game is art in the same way that The Room is art. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. This is the tragedy about Souls games and their vastly overtuned bosses. It basically leads to cheesing the game, unlike in Sekiro, where you can actually master the system. Souls remains a number crunch. A little bit. So this is the border to the NCR. Unfortunately, we can't keep going, but beyond here, beyond this line, is the Nevada-California border. Take me home, country roads, to the low distance rendering zone. I will say, I didn't cheese any of the bosses I was talking about in Elden Ring earlier. Unless you consider using bleed weapons against Millennia cheese, but Jesus fucking Christ, with the amount of advantages she gets, give me something. And I beat Malekith legit. Beat them all legit. As far as cheesing I'm just finding what their weakness is and using that on my weapons. That's about it. Alright, let's have a sip. Let's have a drink. I've lost all of my companions. They're all fucking dead as far as I know.
Legion can count on that.
We take her. Oh, that's no good. There we go. Zup.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear.
You said the line. All right, there she is. We'll sit here and have a couple of whiskeys before we continue. Let me catch up on chat.
We won't go quietly. The Legion
Our guys
can
get the
count on that.
monorail back to work.
Actually, I'm going to play on my phone in peace while I talk to chat. Just stack enough effects and multipliers and the game will tick itself to death. Actually, that was how I beat Malekith in the end. I made sure and get some rot, scarlet rot on it. And then when it got like below 20% health, I just hid behind a pillar until time did the work. Well, I answered that already, Neil. Helldivers 2 is woke or something. Helldivers may be woke, but it also wakes you up to the fact that if it ain't democratic, it's gotta go for Super Earth. Sure. John Wayne's a slow stutter. Good to know you're still here, Sam. Sorry, just you've not seen you in chat much. This is the worst buffering I've ever seen in a YouTube stream. Jesus Christ, what is wrong? I am concerned. Actually, I don't know if the game itself stuttering, I don't know if that's having a knock-on effect with the rest of my computer, and that's why we're having a bit of buffering. Fun fact, you can find the Dune miniseries on YouTube that shows Dune missionaries and children of Dune. I change how I pronounce Dune every time I say the word Dune. I'm noticing it and I can't stop. Doesn't Paul's son stick his hand into a juvenile sandworm and kind of absorb into him? Dune is sort of wonky when you scratch it. It's a little wonky, yeah. Steven, remember live chat? I've got it on live chat. This ain't my first rodeo. You know what's art? You, Steven. You're a work of art, you hunky Ichiban. Oh, thank you. We're almost caught up. We're almost caught up. Just give me a minute. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but I heard Overwatch 2 is shutting down sometime in the next few months. I have not heard that, and I feel like that would be massive news if it did. I also doubt it. Overwatch 2 makes a ton of money, right? Unless it doesn't. Unless something's gone horribly wrong, and even with all of their monetization, they're bleeding money, are they? I doubt it. Maybe, who knows. Anything done with the intention of carrying a message is art. Art is a spectrum, and just because something is art doesn't mean it is good or high. Yeah, that's the thing. Art doesn't mean good. Art doesn't mean it's a highbrow and award-winning and blah, blah, blah. Art is art. That's it. Bloodborne is art. I don't know if you're just saying that because of my review, but yes, it is. It's not that Bloodborne is art, as opposed to all other video games. It's just that I think that Bloodborne is like, if you're trying to make the case to somebody of the artistic value of a video game, Bloodborne, or maybe Elden Ring as well, actually, honestly, are like one of the best ones that you could probably pick. Garfield cart is art. Herman is art. There's at least 3 games I've played that I classify as an actual masterpiece of art. And what are those, Datura? Fun fact, Children of Dune, findable on YouTube, is 3 1-hour-long episodes with James McAvoy as Leto in the second. Okay. You can tell this road is getting a lot of traffic by the way the burnt-out car no one has bothered to shove off the road. It's a lot of work, okay? The rubber tires have all long dissolved away, so you can't really roll them. Did anybody see the live-action Last Airbender series yet? I stayed away from it. I have seen it all. I actually have. And you know what? It made me go back and start rewatching the original as well, so I'm on book 2 of the original. Anyway, you've been staring at me for the last 10 minutes while I've been talking to myself. Zup.
Looking for trouble?
Just minded my business.
Your business, huh? Now there's a store worth tending. You run along now. Judging by that busted pilot light expression you're fixed with, business ain't so good.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. How about a drunk?
How about a drink? How about a couple is what you mean. Drinking to forget, and it's only getting me mad instead. Whiskey always gets my temper up, now more than ever. Drinking used to cause all sorts of trouble back west. Before I punched enough people, that is. And they learned to lay low when the whiskey hit.
Back west? Well, I mean, there's only really one thing further west than here, so...
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm not from around here, and I'm not NCR. I run a caravan. Or did. Lost my caravan heading north. The driver burned to ash. And they didn't even take the cargo, they just burned that too.
Doesn't sound like raiders. Sounds like me with my flamethrower. Might have been fiends, though. They've got energy weapons.
My guess is Legion. They're trying to cut NCR's supply line. And the Mojave outpost is proof. Got us locked up tighter than a New Vegas virgin. No caravans in, out, and just try arguing with Jackson about it. Roads aren't safe, he says. No shit, you washed out old fuck-up. I didn't need a Brotherhood scribe to tell me that.
What are you gonna do?
Drink. Got a lot of memories to drown. If I die while doing it, so be it.
Oh, don't be like that.
Jackson won't let me head north. It's not safe. And even though my caravan's gone, my caravan papers are keeping me here. So if you came here for work, my advice, go find the Crimson Caravan branch south.
I wanted to ask you something. I was actually...
What's on...
looking for you. John Baptiste in Freeside wanted to meet with you. Do I have any alternative here? I guess. So the Van Graffs want to meet you.
Jean-Baptiste. Sounds like someone got knocked out of the good book so hard his name broke.
What?
Either that, or it's
mean?
Canadarian or some such shit. So who is this Baptiste, and what does he want?
He's with the Van Graffs.
The only Van Graffs I know are the ones out west. Well, except for Gloria Van Graff, and I don't know her all that well. Don't have any objection speaking with him. Though if he's with the Van Graffs, he should know I'm not looking to buy weapons.
Find Rose of Sharon and get her to follow you. I don't actually want to take her to the Van Graffs. I'm just following this quest line for now. This is me out of character. Because I don't want her to get murked.
Howdy.
Hey, our guys put the monorail back to work.
You come around like a bad habit.
Interested in following me, I guess?
Not leaving here until my caravan paper's clear. If you were looking for someone to caravan with, I'd try the Crimson Caravan up.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's go speak to this Jackson fella.
Our guys put the monorail
Controlling
back
the
to work.
Mojave almost makes you wish.
God. Yammering in my ears. Last Airbender Netflix series is another expensively cheap one. It is. I just don't think live actions is just never gonna capture the visual style that the animation did. It's just not. It's just not. No matter how much money you throw at it, it's just not. It's just not.
Hey.
Hey.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry, only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell, and if I let a caravan through, they won't make it.
I'm here to assist. Apparently.
Well, about time we got a soldier, and not a recruit. You look like you've seen some action. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means
my parents were killed.
Too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it.
Ass. Sure.
Thanks.
Clear the road. Easy peasy.
Hey.
Anything else we can do to help out around here? Bloodborne is art that Sony will never re-release. By the way, guys, a little thing that I was working on while I was in China, because I was very bored. I've got it linked from my Twitter. I set up a account on my, what's it called? My Games List, or My Game List. And I've basically just started writing up little reviews for every game that I play, on stream or in my own time. And there's about 90 odd reviews up now at the moment. So, yeah, if you ever want like my condensed 3,000 words or 3,000 characters or less thoughts on any game that I've streamed, well, not any game, there's a lot I haven't gotten around to yet, but there's a bunch there.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day.
Are you inside a fridge at the moment? Because you sound like it.
Maybe Jackson got some additional soldiers after all. Didn't take you for a trooper at first. You seem a little livelier than most. All right, if you're here to assist, good. That's what I want to hear. I think there's trouble in Nipton.
And she's in the fridge again.
They're on the roads. And while I can explain that away, the smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it.
Okay.
If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton town.
Alright, you don't need to tell me anymore. Go check out Nipton. Easy peasy.
Hey.
On this spot in 2272? Damn, 71. My lore. I know nothing of the lore. I'm a fraud. 2271, the Desert Rangers of Nevada and the Rangers of the New California Republic met at this spot to sign the Ranger Unification Treaty. Under this treaty, the Desert Rangers agreed to be absorbed into the NCR Ranger Corps in exchange for the Republic's defense of the lands of Vegas and Hoover Dam against the forces of Caesar's Legion. Paraphrased. Did anyone see? Yep. Movies are from a time where we watch together. TV, we watched at the same time and discussed it at school the next day. Games, we are experiencing the art alone, if not multiplayer. I don't agree with that. I mean, this is the thing. Art can be enjoyed in isolation, in a vacuum. I don't think this is a good way to consume art, but I mean, there's no correct way to consume art. You could go on Google Images in your dark room with your lights off and your blinds closed and search the Mona Lisa. I don't know why I keep jumping to the Mona Lisa example. It's just it's the one piece of art I know. Except Bloodborne. And you could like Google image pictures of like whatever works of art, but oh, here they come. Here come the fucking loser gang. Fuck off. I guess I pissed off the Legion last time I played. I don't remember, but I'll believe it. Yeah, you could consume art on your own, but it's not good. You want to be able to discuss it with people. You want to be able to share interpretations and, you know, ideas that you get from it. And when it comes to video games, it's exactly the same. I mean, hey, why the fuck are you guys here? If not to enjoy video games as a community, you know? If you wanted to just play Fallout New Vegas or any other game on your own and never talk to your friends about it, or never go online and watch, like, reviews or analysis breakdowns or lore videos or anything else on it, but I'm sure pretty much every one of you in chat do that to some extent on the games that you like. Am I wrong? But if all you did was play a game, go, that was nice, and then never talk about it with anybody again, you could do that if you want, but it's not exactly a fulfilling way of approaching the medium. I mean, I do agree to like, there was a bit of a point you were making there, Brockman, about how, I suppose with streaming becoming a thing, we are a lot less, I mean, just generally, we're a lot less social. We don't really do things with each other in person the way that we were forced to in years past. I mean, I'm very, very glad that I actually managed to wrangle up Cameron and go see Dune 2 in theaters, because the first movie I really, really wanted to see, but I had to, I wasn't able to, or I would have had to go to the movies on my own because I couldn't get anybody else to join me. In the end, I had to buy a Blu-ray and watch it at home. I enjoyed that fine, it's still a good movie, but I will admit, seeing it with somebody, and with a crowd, and being able to talk about it afterwards is way more fulfilling. The big message of Helldivers is not, wow, fascism cool, but instead that just because a system is overtly democratic, and it's not overtly this is the thing, sorry, little tiny point, and not really disagreeing with anything, everybody. It's managed democracy, not democracy. It's a different system. In Helldivers, you don't vote for who you want. You take a test, and then the results of the test determines who you would have voted for. And also, the government are the ones who determine the results of the test, and the questions of the test. It's autocracy. It's called managed democracy in the same way North Korea is called the Democratic Republic of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. It's like you can't just use words. Stop using words. That's a gun.
People usually aren't stupid enough to steal from the gun runners. Usually.
Oh, you're the gun runners. I should have known that, but I looked at the name.
It's amazing what passes for a firearm around here. Demand for gun runner weapons is high, so don't expect them to stay in stock for very long.
I miss Sharon. Helldivers is a future where democracy has failed to deliver on its promise, just like the coming American presidential election shapes up to be. How? How are you failing? This was a layup. Damn it, Joe. Fucking goddamn ever. Ugh. It's like, in no sane functioning system should it be a coin flip between candidate A and candidate B, where candidate B has the list of crimes and sins to his name as Donald fucking Trump? That gets somehow... There's an argument to be made. Why? What is wrong with the Democrats? Anyway, we're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about the completely apolitical game, Fallout New Vegas. Now let me tell you how the Legion are technically the good guys. So the discussion of how arty something is lost. Only big games like Red Dead Redemption are recognized. That's definitely a thing. But it's wrong. That is definitely the perception a lot of people will have. That is true.
See that?
But that doesn't make it true. Again, it's like saying that only Oscar bait movies by Martin Scorsese are real art. No other movies are art. It's like, when it comes to film or TV, if it's a show in live action with some big name stars about mobsters, that's art. But if it's a silly little children's show about magical element bending, like what is this? Avatar? The Last Airbender? Children's shit. That's not art. But then, of course, we all know that's not true. That's my point. What's going on?
No, none at all. We've been traveling together since I picked her up a few days ago, and she's been friendly this whole time. We'd actually been flirting a little when she suddenly pulled a gun out and began yelling at me to hand my caps over. Now that I think of it, though, she laughed when I threw her my money. I think what she really wanted was my Lucky Charm necklace.
Your Lucky Charm necklace? By the way, I just want to point out, I've been watching The Sopranos recently. It's very good, so I'm not having a go against mobster media. Cannot find season 2, though. I'm having trouble continuing my watch through.
Yeah, every once in a while you can find a cap with a blue star on it. They're pretty rare, so I started collecting them. And once I had enough, I made a necklace out of them, since I thought they were lucky.
All sorts of nasty people are looking for caps like those. You'd be safer if you got rid of them.
Really? I had no idea. What do you think I should do with them?
Gimme.
They're all yours. I sincerely hope they work better for you than they did for me.
And then we killed... No, okay. We've already done one accidental murder today, so... Where was the lady he was shooting? Jacqueline. Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle caps. A fine addition to my collection. How many do we have? 17. I can't remember how many you need. It's like 50? Go quick check. I've kind of just not been thinking too much about the quests here. Okay, we did that. And we gotta quickly check on Nipton to figure out why it's on fire. And I think we have figured out. Well, that's not good. Did you do this?
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
It's Yuri Lowenthal. You feeling alright?
Are you kidding me? Never felt better. Yeah!
I have not played Spider-Man 2 yet. What sort of lottery did you win?
What lottery? The lottery, that's what lottery. Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters. Oh my God, smell that air! Later.
You know the drill. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. It's not murder if it's Oliver Swanwick. See, he's got a finger on him. That means he's canonically a piece of shit. Lottery ticket. Let's take a sip from our trusty vault flask. Where are we? Mute fruit. Wait, I've been carrying those Mirelurk cakes since Washington. That was like 10 years ago. They're probably out of date, but hey ho. Anything from Game Mill or Outright Games, I would argue, is not art. I mean, there is a limit at a certain point. You could certainly say that there is very little artistic value to anything which is made purely with, like, the minimal amount of effort. If you're just trying to scam people out of like their money, basically. If you're making AI art for, well, actually, you know what? Let's not even bring up AI. That's a whole other conversation, which is not art. But if you're making, like, you know those shitty mobile games that you keep seeing adverts of, where it's like zombie shooter, running down some nondescript walkway with just horde of zombies walking at you, and there's like 79 different versions of this same one game that keep getting advertised to you on Facebook. It's like, well, is there any artistic value to that? No. I don't really know if there's like a good comparison to make between that and anything in film or TV. Because even like Asylum movies or something, they're at least have effort made into them. Yes, they're shitty, schlocky parody movies. Even maybe worse than that, they kind of do try to scam your grandma into buying the wrong version of a movie for you for Christmas. But at least there's something there? I don't know. Oh, those games, sorry, this is from the question earlier. The games that you played recently are Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, and Warframe. All those games are gorgeous in terms of art style, gameplay, and story. At least 3. Yes, that was, in fact, more than 3. Oh my god, stop stuttering. Or guys, put the monorail back to work. Cass was sent to the presidential suite, never to be seen again, but she wasn't alone. We haven't got her yet. Not yet. Fucking hell. I know I'm really behind keeping up with chat this stream, but to be fair, you have been making like decent conversational comments that I have actually had to unpack and discuss. It's not just been like Dog Willie, LMAO, I don't know, or wherever the fuck people usually type. Actual conversation, who'd have thought? I recently heard about an animated show called Scavenger's Reign. Never heard of it. Looks like a French comic book come to life. That made me think of what animation can do that live action can't. True. Sorry, a lot of these comments. It's been too long now since you said some of these comments. I don't know what the context was. Ron Perlman recording in his car vibes. Okay, I know what the context. That was Ranger Ghost. You gotta excuse, Obsidian was in a hurry and had to follow the voice actors to the toilet to get their lines recorded in time. Why no Tally femship romance? Stephen, dual citizenship, Red Scott. True. I don't have dual citizenship. You can't get dual citizenship for China. All I do have is residency till 2026 or something. Speaking of Tally, we need another rerun of the Mass Effect trilogy. I have actually had that on the list of games I would like to stream for about a year now. It's just we have a lot of games to get through. But I would definitely like to go back and stream again. If nobody else beats me to it, Lily. Don't know why. I just really want her to play those games. It's been years. Me. Saturn devouring his son is my favorite painting. Makes me think of eating a nice juicy Five Guys burger. Yes, it's beautiful. Huh? We're here for your rage. When was the last time I actually raged? Come on. Come on. I am Cam. I'm Cam with a K. Why are you guys here? I'm here because if I wasn't, I'd be lonely and have a panic attack. Oh. Democracy Managefest. I went to see The Force Awakens with a friend for the exact reason of wanting to talk about it, but we ended up talking throughout the whole movie, hoping for cameos? Oh, wait, was this in theaters or in your private residence? Because if you're talking through the movie during theaters, then you're a piece of shit, and you should kill yourself. Me. Oh. Phil, I really am fearing for my livelihood over a coin toss. What? What's happened? Biden v. Trump will be like that Alien vs. Predator film. You know, the fucking terrible for everyone. Yeah, that is the quote. That is what it says on the back of the box, doesn't it? It says, no matter who wins, it'll be fucking terrible for everyone. It's because they keep putting forward... So we're now talking about the presidential election again. It's because they keep putting forward candidates like Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and Option 3 when they should be nominating guys like Vermin Supreme. True. Joe Biden most likely forgot he was even running. The phrase that sums up the two candidates is anyone but him, and it works both ways. Do you know that both Trump and Biden are the first and second oldest presidential candidates in history, only beating out Trump and Biden from 4 years ago? They have beaten their own record that they set in fucking 2020 or whatever.
Are you fucking kidding me? First I get my leg smashed, and then in walks the Powder Ganger's Grim fucking Reaper. What the fuck have you got against us, man?
It's your language.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop.
If you want me dead, just give me 15 medics and I'll fucking OD for you, okay? Fuck!
Somebody needs to learn a lesson. This is the PG-13 stream. Okay, maybe not. He has a quest to give. Kill him. As someone who has had run-ins with organised crime in the past, I have apprehensions about mafia media, to be honest, but not so fun anymore when you've had to bribe Hungarian mobsters in Debrecen. Oh dear. God, I really hate how YouTube keeps like jumping to the bottom of the chat. Where does Oliver actually go if you spare him? Nobody knows. Because why would anybody spare him? Nothing spoils in the wasteland because of radiation. I wonder if anybody considered Rebel Moon art. Never ever seen it. Might need a refresher what woke even means in 2024, because I see the term thrown around everywhere and can't really identify the context in it. It's pretty simple to hands. Woke is anything that I don't like. I being conservative of any stripe. That's it. It's just thing that I don't like. What was it recently? What the fuck? Oh god, that's gonna annoy me now. There was some game or something, and people were complaining about it being woke because of the dumbest reason. It wasn't even like a race or a gender thing. It was just like, I don't even know. Fuck, it's gonna annoy me. Anyway. Here's a big boy question for you, Stephen. Is art forgery art? I mean, the original art that it's forging is... No, wait, hold on. No, I know what you mean. Is the actual practice of art forgery. You know what? Kind of in a way. I guess it's... I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's more of like a practical thing. It's art as much as like engineering is art. Or plumbing is art. It's a purely practical thing. The ability for you to replicate something to such a high degree is a skill. And I guess, like, in a loose way, we might use the word art, but I think in the actual context of discussing art as art. I'm using the word art way too much here. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? There's, like, art, and then there's, like, broader what we just call art. Art. I don't know. Poo poo pee pee fart. Yeah, thank you. You basically summed up what I was saying, Phil. A new Mass Effect stream. Well, you know what that means. Time for the nice old bed flip. I can answer that. That time you streamed Bloodborne to me and tried to cheese it and got really mad. I didn't try to cheese anything. I just died and got really mad because I lost so many souls or whatever the fuck it is in those games. Would you consider art forgery as forgery if it's transformative? I'm going to just stop reading chat for a while and play the game. Because I'm caught up now.
Kidding me?
And I don't want to answer that question. What happened to this town?
The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like? Luck, that's how. I'm just that fucking lucky. You're looking at the second place winner of the Nipton lottery. That asshole Swanwick took first place. So him they let walk. It ain't like we came to Nipton to play it. Me and my crew had it worked out to kidnap some NCR troopers who come to town to get laid. Had it all worked out with the scumbag mayor. We were going to ransom them off, keep their weapons for ourselves. A nice score.
I was going to go find the cat, but she's too comfy on the bed. I'm just going to leave her.
We get in position, and next thing we know, we're surrounded by those fucking Legion freaks. They dragged us and everybody else into the center.
Thought Boxcar said, love, that's how.
He starts talking about how we're bad people. He said we needed to be punished for what we did. Not all of us, but some of us. And then he gives everyone a fucking lottery ticket. What do you think? He started drawing tickets and that's how people got punished. First up was the lucky losers. They got decapitated. Guess that's lucky cause it's pretty quick. Then came the crucifixions. God damn, but those went on and on and on. Third place.
On.
I got the fuck beat out of my legs. In the winter, they let go free.
You said some people got enslaved?
Yeah, a bunch of those Legion fucks dragged them off right away. They were headed east, if you're feeling heroic.
I always feel heroic.
Don't act like you'd be doing me a favor. I don't give a fuck.
Well, you're just a barrel of sunshine. Why are you still here?
I don't know. I just love it here. What the fuck do you think, asshole? Prize for second place was I got to live. But they beat my fucking legs with hammers. I'm fucking crippled, get it?
Stop with the language. Well, you know what? You're not getting any Med-X. None for you.
Bullshit. You're holding. You just want it all for yourself.
Yep. You're a bad man. Learn some fucking manners. Oh, hello. Actually, just checking something. Do I have... No, I do not have music on. I had no idea. This person appears to be near death. To remove them from the cross would kill them. It's Jason Unruh. Stop. It's famed New Vegas modder, Jason Unruh. Stop.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross
it's
like
a furry.
The rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here, especially any NCR troops you run across.
Jason got his punishment. He got his punishment for not remembering to disable his sex mods before streaming Fallout 4.
Where to begin?
That was so fucking funny.
And we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson. Nipton was a wicked place. Debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as...
Comers.
Troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
Are you streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be streaming Oblivion tomorrow. It served all Coomers.
Yes, and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal, some are punished, the others made to watch. And I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed. Ha! Innocent. Hardly. Cowardly, though. They outnumbered us, yet not once did they try to resist. They stood and watched as their fellows were butchered, crucified, and burned. One by one, they stood and hoped their turn would not come. Each cared only for himself.
I have to go now.
Wale.
That's all you can really say, right? So in most playthroughs, I would just kill them all now. But, well, that comes later. I suppose I can put them out their misery at least. Bye, Jason. Right, I think we are done here. Let's just head back. I don't know what about you guys, but this blind furry is making a lot of sense to me. Damn it, Lily.
Hey.
I'm going to head off now to get a big sleep before a 5:30 start. I'll pop in tomorrow. Nice to see you all again. Have a good stream tonight. Laters. Catch you later, HD. Lovely seeing you. Actually, it's great seeing all of you. I gotta say, I always do get humbled when I can disappear for months at a time, come back, and everyone still pops back into the stream. I appreciate it a lot.
Hello.
What's boxcars? My legs are broken. I'm a cripple. Courier breaks legs. Uses doctor's bag. Stings, doesn't it? Skill issue. Where is Jackie Jackson? There we are.
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment.
You mentioned that reward.
No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supplied, and I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they're not gonna come check. So here you go, just between us.
Ah, yes, it's good to know corruption is alive and well in the New California Republic.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
She said the line. Hey, fridge lady.
You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet? Smoke trail's not getting any shorter.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever.
I think one of the mods I have installed, has fixed characters' faces so that their cheekbones no longer clip into these aviators. That was always really annoying. Her and Jackie Jackson downstairs.
Unless you burn the town, don't take blame that's not due. Things are gonna get uglier before the year's out. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's going to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch.
Yep, stings, doesn't it? We are almost level 40. Bloody hell. Right, well, we're not getting Cassidy out of this place until we, I think we have to go get our contract cancelled. Or bought out. By Crimson Caravan. Which means we gotta head back to Vegas again. This is something which actually kind of bothers me. In this game, if you're following, like, the correct route, you should probably meet Cassidy first before any other companion. But you can't actually recruit her until you've gone all the way back round, having passed Boone and Veronica and Raoul, and you get to Vegas, and then you can actually begin a recruitment quest, by which time you've probably forgotten about her. At least that's my experience. Right. How many days has it been? Do you think we could head back and try to get our companions? Oh, we've picked up a bunch of quests. You know what? Fuck it. It's free XP. There's a quest from the furry. The quest was just to spread word of what they did to Nipton. And to do that, all we have to do is talk to the one depressed guy hanging about this statue here. Where is he? What's up?
Heard you helped out Jackson. Thanks for that.
Yeah, Legion attacked Nipton. Burned and killed everyone. Yep, they sure did.
What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed.
Voice acting.
Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know.
Yep.
Watch yourself.
Well, that was an easy quest. What? They couldn't have. We're miles from Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. Oh no. They... how do these trucks and cars not roll down the hill after being abandoned? A handbrake. Also, like I said earlier, they have no tires. The tires have long since melted away. Or been stolen by raiders who do use tires in their armor. You know, that now makes a lot of sense. Like, if you look at the Fiend's armor, the shoulder pads are made from car tires. What? She couldn't have. She was alive. I felt it. No. Voice acting. Right, Right, I don't know what is wrong with my map, but it's fucked. Like, the actual image itself is wrong. It's making it a little hard to, like, know where I'm supposed to be. Right, I'm gonna quickly save. And we're gonna see if we can go back to the Thorn and get our companions without being shot. Although, according to this, where the fuck? According to this, my companions are being chilling somewhere around here. Well, that ain't them. Okay. They're in. Are they in the sewers? Let's find out. What did you guys do to to get this patrol?
Don't go messing around with the fiends.
Giant rats? Sounds like the start to every bad video game. Oh, whoops. I am way too powerful. Like, combat-wise, I just don't have to think about anything. I just point and shoot. Biggest concern is blowing myself up. Ooh, multiplat. Do I have one of those already? Eh. Who needs a radiation suit when I have power armor? Multiplas. Do I have... Right, something's wrong here. I have these mods for the multi-plasma rifle, but I can't actually apply them. Hold on. Are they actually in these sewers with me? I don't know why my companions would be in the sewers. Unless they've been slowly working their way towards me from the Thorn, which is in the sewers, in a different part of the city. I mean, that seems kind of weird. Let's have a change of pace. Oh, there's a lot of them.
There you are.
Oh, hello. I'm starting to think that I might be over-leveled. To be fair, it's not that there aren't going to be any more challenges this game. We haven't got to Lonesome Road yet. And actually, Old World Blues as well. And then there's the Capital Wasteland at this point in the game. Everything will be Ghoul Reavers, Super Mutant, what are they called? overlords, and albino rad scorpions. The trinity of overpowered enemies. I'm a depressed potato-y black man, can't you tell by my accent and tone of voice? Ah, classic. Oh no, the wizard came from the moon. Hmm? Oh. I hope you guys like the sound effect of metal scraping against metal there. It's beautiful. This way? I guess. Great. Dead end. Okay, my working assumption now is that all the sewers in this game are one map, but they aren't necessarily all connected. So while our companions might be down here with us, we cannot get to them from here. So like as far as the compass marker is concerned, they are down here with us. But obviously the compass marker is not designed to actually... It's not actually designed to point you where you're supposed to go, funnily enough. Because this is a game by Bethesda. Alright, we should probably just get back to the surface. The companions have been on their own quest. It will air as a spin-off miniseries next spring. Aww. You know, I just remembered that we just abandoned Jericho. Remember he was on the team. Do you remember Jericho? Do you remember Glyph? See, it's still saying they're here. This looks a bit more civilized.
Smells like shit all the time. At least we're safer than in the waste.
Hi there, mister. You need something?
I just assumed that was a really small man when I tried to talk to him there. I mean, I guess he technically is. Just a really small man. Wee man. I remember him. Doesn't mean I like him. But you remember. What did we do? Oh, we left him in the Atomic Wrangler. That's the one. He's just there drinking and whoring away all of his retirement money. His marriage